the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the ways. He teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing and say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Come.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lamb will go in motion. Right to the air goes Nix. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing Nix. He's got Brown on the out route complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To throw, here's Nix. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7. Here's Nix. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing is McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Chavez. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19. 60 Bobcat, 18, Pioneer.
To the air with McCarthy. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Here's McCarthy. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, sit, go, Rick, go. Set, go.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They work now on 2nd and 9. Another run by Bigsby. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Throw left side complete. That's Chavez. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Got him in, it's Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Nix to the air. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Lamb in motion left. To throw is Nix. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sandback at the 38. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chavez. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
At the 41-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Nix.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. It brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. Dances by him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. On the gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Jacobs will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. Now McCarthy. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 3rd and 9.
Track at 60. Ready. Come 19.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought that their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Here's Bigsby. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Rocco 80. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Watch the motion.
Back to throw. McCarthy looking deep here for Chase. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun is Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Nick's looking to throw again. This is caught. It's Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Nix from the shotgun. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Looking to throw. Nix. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Nix to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get into gray dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be second down.
37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
McCarthy. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got Chase on the comeback route.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Nix. He completes it right side of the lane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's playing mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Shifts past him at the 45. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 74 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
A gain of 16 yards.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Yeah, able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Nix. Shifts past him at the 45. Brown with his stick skills. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
To the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 29 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
31, Eagles 10.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing is McCarthy. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Here we go. 70 Lion. 18 Pioneer.
Here's McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Stephanie! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt, hurt.
He's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
79-70 Timberwolves.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. David Njoku, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
31. Eagles 17. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. To throw. Here's Nix. He'll get that out to the flat to White. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. The man in motion is Brown. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Hold on a sec. Hey.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hold on a sec. Ready. Right here.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nnamdi Madubuike able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hold on a sec. Ready. Bombers. Captain.
To throw is Nix. And a dump off to White. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.